Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to an absolute miserable day here at the Jimmy Palumbo Dining Room Studios. My name is Jimmy Palumbo, show number 245. And of course, behind the glass, your friend and mine, Mr. Happy as Can Be, with his Cowboys wearing another hat I don't understand, Mr. Dave Sturcio. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, I'm riding the 3-week high right now, and I'm hard pressed to ask anybody if there's a better NFL team than the Dallas Cowboys in the last 3 weeks. Find me a better team. Go ahead.
Well, wait. I saw one last night. Oh my God!
What, the Patriots?
Patriots are good, bro.
Yeah,
anyway,
I mean, look, they get the
Giants.
I know they get to play the Dolphins twice. They get to play the Jets twice. They're so good. They get to play the Giants. That's great.
Time out a second. I've been saying that about Tom Brady for 20 years. If you look at Tom Brady's career and say, what division did he play in? The worst division he played. That division stunk the whole time.
It really doesn't matter because the Cowboys, like Dak Prescott, owns the NFC East record wise. He just hasn't won anything. So that's also.
Let's see. They really got to keep on running. They got to keep on. They got to run they're like the Chiefs. They got to run the table.
We'll see. I don't know if it's going to require running the table, but it's
4-1. What do they got? 5 games left.
5 games left. If they go 4-1, there's a shot. If they go 11-5, there's like way more of a shot. So it's like, yeah, it's interesting. Got to get through this one. This one upcoming is going to be.
It's a big one. We're going to get to the NFL.
Campbell's a prick, so he loves to hate us.
Well, this is show number. It's raining. It was snowing. It's a shit day here at Shea, but it's show number 245. Which, of course, we look at the number 45, and I think of your friend and mine, the best punt returner of all time in Giant Land, number 45, Leon Bright. Why? Because Leon Bright didn't call a fair catch for like 7 years. I was at the game where Leon Bright didn't call a fair catch, and I believe it was the Cowboys. I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. Some Cowboy hit him in the high chest helmet in the throat, blew him back into the goalpost, and he was like carted off. However, in the fourth quarter, Leon Bright came back out of the field. They had no protocol back then. Then you got your Chicago Bears. I'm doing this for my boy Bob Sheehan, big Bears fan. Gary Fensick, 2-time Heisman winner. Archie Griffin, 2 Heismans. That's hard to do. Then you got Michael Jordan when he came back into the NBA. He wore 45. And then you got Rudy Tomjanovich, NBA. Of course, the jiggle Luis Tiant. Jerry Kuzman, for you Met fans out there who are in pain. Danny McClain, who was like good pitcher, but he did drugs and alcohol, which is cool. And of course, you got one of my favorite Yankees of all time, Big Daddy Cecil Fielder.
Big cat. 41. I was waiting for that. I was like, what is this?
Sure. Then you got, of course, you got Garrett Cole and Rudy May. And of course, Venditti's favorite player of all time, because when your team is down 6-0, or up 6-0, and he's up, guaranteed to hit a home run, Mr. Danny Tartabull.
Oh, I was a big Tartabull guy.
He batted
a big Tartabull guy.
Runners in scoring position when the game was close. He batted like 0.25. But if it was a blowout, he got up in the 8th inning, El Garbage time. Danny Tartabull was the guy. Nice. So that's it. Wasn't that many 45s? I couldn't even find a Cowboy one to make you laugh with. There just wasn't that many. Is that number retired? But none of the players were working. Even the Giants.
We're 45. I liked them, but I didn't like them. Jalen Smith played. He was 54, and his brother played for the team. He actually played for the Giants too.
You know what? I saw that name, but to me it wasn't.
No, I mean,
if I can't make your dad laugh or you laugh, then it's like, why do the joke? The whole bit's a joke. All right, baseball card time, and I know you're going to know this young fella, although maybe you won't, because I keep on forgetting how younger you are. It cracks the shit out of me. But he is actually a very good player back in the day, Mr. Steve Sax.
Yeah, no, I know Steve Sax.
Now, Steve Sax, interesting, played from 81 to 94, 65 years old, batted lifetime 281. 1,950 hits, 54 home runs, 550 RBIs, and 444 stolen bases. He played with the Dodgers. That's where he played most of his career. He played with the Yankees, the White Sox, Oakland, 5-time All-Star. 1986, he was a stud, 332, only 58 Ks, which Giancarlo does that mid-April. I think that's
He does that in spring training.
So does Judge. They all do
Yeah,
it
that's
now.
fair.
And of course, in '89 with the Yankees, I didn't realize just how good he was. He batted .315, 43 stolen bases, only 44 Ks. With the Yankees, he batted .294 in the playoffs. I mean, with the Yankees overall, he batted .294. And he was like a .275 hitter in all his playoff series, 2 World Series rings, and he stole over 40 stolen bases 6 times. He was traded by the Yankees, though, to the White Sox for Domingo Jean, Melito Perez, and Mr. Bob Wickman.
I remember Bob Wickman.
Yeah, he's a big fat fuck. It looked like a softball
I was going to say, he's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He stunk, though. He pitched one good game, I forget. Some Venditti.
I had so many of his cards for no reason. I
yeah,
remember
he was definitely like
they printed the shit out of his cards.
I can't believe you know what? I'm due for a Bob Wickman in that time.
Can you imagine in like 2 weeks? Like,
yeah, that was a
Wickman day.
That was a shitty card to get. And of course, interesting things about him though.
Nothing.
About Steve Sachs was he was the guy, one of the first guys with the one of the guys, the Steve Sachs syndrome with the yips at second base. He with the Dodgers, he like literally was like he led the league in errors. He couldn't throw to second base, and he finally he finally got it. Well, Chuck Knobloch had Steve Sachs syndrome. Then he got involved with wealth management and stuff like that, and he's doing just fine. But it was a sad note. I remember when the story broke, I guess I was watching a Yankee game or something. You know those helicopters with the planes that are like helicopters and planes, the Osprey that they've been having trouble with the Army. They're like
military?
They're military. They're planes, but they got the helicopter things and all that. His son was killed on one of those excursions. Steve Sachs was killed. I remember Michael Kay and the guys talking about it. And that Osprey thing where it just always crashes. I don't even know why we have that in our military. But Steve Sachs, a fine young fella, good-looking fella. And that is it for Steve Sachs, my baseball card. Oh, I didn't check on the back of the card. What do we got here? A 9th-round draft pick. And that's it.
That's pretty good considering I think isn't there like 180 rounds or something?
190 rounds. They were going to televise on ESPN, but it lasted.
Wait, 9th round? Is that right? You said that?
Yeah.
Wasn't that your draft selection?
That's like me and him in softball are the same
there
right now. He might have a few more stolen bases than I do right now.
Just a few.
But all right, well, it's Patreon day here at Shea. And of course, we are stuck at 55. No problem with that. I love all my fans. And I got to give a shout out to Joe Cinecor. I haven't talked to you in a while, and Joe, hope you're doing all right. And of course, Kevin Marzola from Mawa, whose father is helping out a friend of my daughter's, possibly getting into a college. So I got to give Kevin a shout there. He's a big wig. I'm not going to say the school, but he's very helpful in that arena. And
I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
Knows a guy. And my daughter may be going to that school as well here
Beautiful.
at Shea. So if you're a fan of the show, you've heard me mention the school, but no sense mentioning it now. And of course, a shout out to my mother, who turned 86 on Friday. And shout out to my mom. Mom, you do more for me than you could possibly know. She's awesome, and she's awesome. And I hope I'll see you.
You know, I don't mean to cut you off, and maybe I'm inaccurate here, but there's another birthday today.
Yes, well, I was going to get to that.
Well, I mean, if you're doing the birthday shout-outs, I
was doing the Patreon, which my brother is.
Which your brother is a Patreon.
But all right, I have to go in my notes.
Sorry, out of order. What a jerk!
But a shout out to Frank Palumbo, my brother, and huge Rutgers fan, which we're going to get to in a second, and turning 65 today here at Shea. So that's it, December 2nd. And of course, I got to give a shout out to my sister, Mary Eileen, whose birthday is on Thursday, December 4th, Thursday. So my sister and brother, when I was little, they would get gifts for their birthday.
Oof.
But close. You know what?
Close. Christmas,
but my birthday was in May. So when I was like 4, I was like, whoa, wait, everybody's getting gifts? What's going on here? Like, so So my mother had to get me a gift.
Oh man, that's
How
definitely part of
bad
the
is that?
requirements. No,
How
that's part of the
bad? You
requirements,
got to do
man.
it. You can't be
Because if they
giving
don't
out.
have a gift to open on the opposite, sibling's birthday, they're gonna lose their shit.
Yeah,
So
you can't be giving out gifts to my brother and sister. So she'd have to get me like a yo-yo or something. Just
Tyson
occupy
Hogan's
myself.
sister's birthday's on
There
Friday.
you go.
So
It's sister birthday week here, the Jimmy
all
Palumbo
right,
Show. That'll help with all my Patreon numbers as well as my. Oh, by the way, we should shout out to us. We did something last week by putting it on. If there's an app that has something, we're
on
live on it. We're on it. One of these days, when we figure out Snapchat, we're going to be on that one.
that's one I just keep deleting over and over again. It's just
Yeah, but you'll see. How old's your daughter?
6.
Oh, she's like she's
Actually,
like
while I was waiting for an oil change yesterday, I was watching ABC News or whatever it was just on, and they're like, new studies show that if you give a phone to a boy or a girl before 13, there are like 10% or by the age, so like at 30% at 10, 20% at 9, 8, more likely to develop either obesity or depression or any of that stuff. So I'm like, oh, cool. So
yeah. Listen. How old your daughter? 6. Okay.
6.
And you said she's very outgoing and
she's like, bubbly. Yeah.
Bubbly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. I wonder if we can pan our audience here for the over and under on how you and your wife are going to try so hard.
It's not happening. Look, first of all, because
Dave,
I know the internet.
Dave,
I know the internet. So I don't want anything to do with that.
Listen to me. You won't have a choice. And plus, I tell you what, don't use your phone at home when you're watching TV or watching a game. Your daughter's going to see that. Your wife's on her phone. You're on her phone. I guarantee Stella has a phone right around 10 years old.
You're crazy. I'll take that bet.
All right, dude. Nope. You think she's going to come?
Listen, only because of the sole I'm not talking about like her talking to her friends. I'm talking about the creeps and the crazies that are out there. I know there's a million safety things you could do, but there's always a way. Once again, before the show, about an hour before the show, I was dealing with somebody like hacking into my computer.
All right, well, listen. Well, the bottom line is this: not only will she get a phone much earlier than you think, you're going to be the one to buy it because you're an old softy. Your dad,
bro. No way.
But look, you say guaranteed. It's the way of life. But there are positives to a kid having a phone. Trust me.
I know tracking them and all that other shit. I get
it. A lot of there really is. But anyway, we digress. Of course, now this is, I guess you could say that Chasing Miracles, this is, I guess Stella does not need this shit phone. She does not need this, neither does my daughter, but you go to Chasing Miracles for the shit your body needs here at Shea. ChasingMiracles.com, stem cell patches, and also your friend and mine here, the trim, which I forgot to bring it to the game. I'm supposed to give that to you.
Fuck use it after all that beer.
I know. Go to ChasingMiracles.com. Talk to Tommy and Donna. They have stem cell patches. It helps you with a bunch of stuff internally. It's awesome. Do it. My mother uses them. They have pain management stuff. Okay.
Those trims look like the fucking applesauce packets.
That's what it looks like. Son put it in. You know what? Next week I'm going to put it into the water. I'll show you how.
All right. It's demonstration day here.
It's demonstration day here from the Omni. So here we go. Johnny Box chiming in. People chiming in on phones. ChasingMiracles.com. Go check it out. They're awesome people, and it can help you. Now I got to start this show off on a sad note, I guess.
Yeah.
I got a phone call yesterday. Some guy I had met last week doing stand-up, and I was telling him he's big in the Jewish community. And I said, oh, you got to hire this guy, Sarge. You got to hire Sarge. I just did a show with him 6 weeks ago. He's in tune with that whole audience. It's awesome to watch. Tremendous plays the piano. He sings. He did the whole bit. And he's funny as hell. He could go up there for 90 minutes. He let me open up for him. He doesn't even have an opener. He just did it for shits and giggles. I hadn't seen him in a while. We had a bunch of great conversations. He was going to book me on some shows in the new year, come down to Florida, open up for him, so on and so forth. And I all of a sudden I got a message saying that, hey, I'm so sorry to hear about Sarge. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? And I texted him right away because somebody wrote in, oh, it's not true, but I think they meant to say, like, I hope it's, I just was like, so I texted him. Obviously, I never heard back because my good buddy Sarge, who passed away at age 64, He was just a funny guy. Matter of fact, I tell you, so cracks him up. He has a book. It's out. It's called what the hell is it called? Black Boy Chick, and he was half black and half Jewish, and that's what his whole thing was. But he met me and Artie. God, I think it was 1992.
You posted a great photo.
Yeah, at the if you see Artie, unfortunately Artie got cut off.
I was looking for him, and then I saw him in the corner.
All, I look like I'm 6'5". I'm playing for Duke.
Strapping wide receiver.
We and the show was out of, I think it was in Staten Island. I think we were all there. Sarge was out of his mind. He was wearing he's the wearing the black suit in the front. And Artie and I up to that point were doing sportscasters doing a first date. So good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Skyline Diner. Where did I? You know, we would do this whole bit as they talk. We would chime in, and Artie and I were very good at that. To me, it was like the most fun I've ever had on stage. Was just Artie would stand next to me with the microphone, and we would just be like, a good evening, everybody. It's a good day here. And we would go off book, and the other two cast members would hate us for doing that. You know me, I would start talking about Johnny Newman, and then Artie would get mad at me for doing that, and then he would go into like other things. But then we met Sarge, and Sarge worked with Marv Albert because he was very involved with Fox Sports, CBS Sports, Giant Stadium. He did all kinds of shit, and he got to work with Marv, and his Marv Albert was like.
It was sunken, Jesus. Half black, half Jewish. Is that a thing? It's like getting a value box that's half nachos, half Snapchat.
Look at David Sonkin with him. That might be
very good. Very good.
But his Marv Albert was so good. He would do stuff like he was just like me and Artie. He would say stuff like slipping on with a sparkling exchange, glazing the head, like boxing, and then he would switch to. He used to do a bit where he would be announcing as Marv Albert a basketball game between the Osmonds and the Jackson 5. And dude, it was like rebound Latoya. Oh, and Michael, it was so great. I would make him do it like I annoyed him after a while. So I'd be like, we can go out for a drink afterwards or something. I'd be like, hey, you got to do the Marv Albert. Do that.
Yes.
So, man, yes, I don't count. And then of course we always lost touch for a little while, texting here and there. And he was a major drug addict when he was younger. We're talking about Chris.
And he talked about it on the show.
He came on our show. He talked about, and he beat it all. And he was in LA. He did the LA New York thing. More on the comedy end than the acting thing, and more on the sports broadcasting world. Mm-hmm. And he told some funny stories on our show. And then he got down to Florida. He got married, met a girl on a cruise ship. He got married. His son is only, if he's a sophomore or junior in high school. And he told me that, listen, I have this whole Jewish background in my life, which is funny. And I market myself to all these Jewish communities. And he's like Mr. Boca Raton all around. He does the whole circuit. And I just his website is iamsarge.com. I feel so bad. He was booked out through May with so many shows all around Florida. Then he'd come up Jersey Shore in the summer, and he would do that. And I just I don't want to really say what he died from. It was health. It wasn't anything else. But he, I don't know. I guess you shouldn't say what he died from because it's not.
Well, I mean, look, I looked it up yesterday because I saw your post and I was like, no, wait, hold on. That's not the same Sarge we just had on. And it was, and I've read a lot of articles. That's all out there. So it's not like it's any kind of secret or anything like that. But yeah, man, we had him on 4 months ago over the summer, full of life, great stories, talking about his days at NBC and ABC and whatever, sports networks he was at. Doing drive back. He met Jordan,
Jordan's family driving. He's the only guest on this show, and Dave, you're gonna agree with this, where me and you just shut up and he went. But it wasn't boring. I was like, go ahead, let him go.
It's so funny. It's so funny you say that because I clicked on our show with him just to kind of relive it and see, the stories and stuff. And I just fast forwarded to see that, he was on because obviously you and I open, then we bring him in.
Right.
He was telling the story. And he said something like, Dave, if you want to go grab a sandwich now, this is me and Jimmy. I'm going to be talking for a while. And I was like, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. And he goes, no, don't go anywhere because if the feed goes out, Jimmy's going to be lost. He needs you.
It was
He
a
was
great bit.
just full of life, man. Just
Full
a
of life,
funny
man.
dude. Very funny dude. Rest in peace.
You know, he got diagnosed with something that you don't recover from. You guys can figure that out. And then supposedly slipped into a coma and he was gone. I didn't, nobody knew. Certainly I didn't. I wouldn't have been first on the call list, but then I just was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. And man, I'm getting texts all morning. A lot of people, a lot of actors that I know that I didn't know that knew him from back when he was in LA. He was auditioning a lot for different crap, and a bunch of comedians. Mike Marino, my buddy Anthony Mangano gave me a shout. He knew him. I'm going to find out later on exactly how. He was like, I was close with him, and there was so many. Vanessa Holling, I forget her last name. Vanessa, I'll call her Vanessa. And we worked together with Artie 100 years ago, and he just was anybody. He was a kind guy. He was real. He was kind. Like he would say, "Hey Jimmy, listen, I'm going to get you on some shows. I mean, put some money in your pocket. Come open up for me, And he didn't say it like the jerk off way. I have a few comedians, even guys like Mike Marino, are very, very kind to me. Hey Jimmy, see if I can get you a gig here or there. And I do that as well with guys like Ryan Marr, and Ryan Marr switches it back. It's like the comedian world. You only have a certain group that really watch. Hey, let me see if I can get Jimmy on the show. Let me see if I can get Ryan or Marino or whatever, if you can afford them. A lot of times your good buddies, they price themselves out in the shows I'm doing. Mm-hmm. I can't afford to put some guys up, But Sarge said, if I'm in town and you got a show, I'll just come and bust your balls. Like he meant it. And he handed me the book, and of course I was like, I want to read this because I'm like, I got to be funny as hell in here. And I stared at it for 2 months. Now he's gone. Now, of course, I'm going to read it now. And I'll let the audience. So it's called Black Boy Chick, written by Sarge. And I think it's available on Amazon and stuff. So go check it out. Very interesting stuff.
And I assume any purchase going forward towards the stuff will go to the family and stuff like that. So
yes, it's not
helping him out. It's helping him out as well.
I don't know. I know he made a really nice buck. I hope he's okay with some comedians, when they pass suddenly, they don't have, I got a little front structure with the SAG and all that stuff, but some comedians are making money and then they're not. And it's like they got hopefully he's okay in that regard. Mm-hmm. My thoughts and prayers go out to his wife, who I never met, and his son, who I met out in Somerset, New Jersey. And that's it. Rest in peace, Sarge. God bless America. In other disappointing news, he'd laugh at me if he was doing this.
As a segue, yeah.
As a segue, the Giants.
We're gonna start with the Giants.
Yeah, let's start with the Giants because we'll get to this. It's okay. First of all, a friend of mine died. It's miserable outside. It's the holiday season, and we're going to talk about the Giants and Rutgers for a little bit. So let's go feed right into.
Everybody, grab your scotch, pour a glass, and here we go.
Grab your scotch or grab your Zoloft or whatever you need because it's
time.
Have your friends and family on the speed dial here. The Giants. Wow, a couple of things about the Giant game that were interesting to me, besides what the world knows. That kicker play, I've never seen anything like that. Okay, but you know what?
That is the season summed up if I've ever seen it.
No doubt. And if I'm the Giants, any kicker. If I was the owner, I'd say I'd put an email out saying, any kicker that's ever been involved with the Giants in the history of our franchise, you're not allowed to come to Giant Stadium for like 3 years. There's no kickers, kicking coaches, the current coaches, any coaches. I don't care. Joe Danello wants to come by and say hello. I'm so sorry. It should be like the migrants. We're shutting the border down of all kickers. We're going to start all over.
Apparently, he's got a new job already.
Okay, now this is where. Okay, I'm about to say something.
Nice, Josh.
And you're going to agree with it, even as a Cowboy fan. Now,
we got the best kicker in the world. So
the Giants were getting blown out, 17-0, 4 minutes into the game.
Sure.
And then they score a touchdown, 17-7. Now, when you're there's no better loser sports fan than me. I'm a Rutgers and Giant fan. So I 400 level class here. Right away, you're like 17-7. The Giants waltz downfield. Now they get ready to kick a field goal. And right away, you're like 17-10. If you're a Patriot fan sitting in that 22-degree weather, you're like, the fuck? He went to 7-point game. And then the kicker decides to kick Jimmy Hoffa first before he kicked it. It hit the ball, came off, and then
I can just hear that.
wait a minute. And then how about the holder? The holder was like, "All right, you just walked by me." And then,
the holder realized that what Koo did, and he's like, the holder just, I know what he said in his head. Fuck.
and then the holder,
you're gonna get marked, bro.
The holder decided to be Garo Yepremian. That joke is funny to 4 people in the world. And then it's like, you know what I'm going to do? Rather than give him the ball right here, I'm going to run backwards as far as I can. So they start. Now, I'm not saying the Giants would have won the game, but let me tell you something. 17-10.
No, you put some burn on their ass.
Yeah, football is a game of emotion. But then after that, which made me insane, was this is why the Giants have to change everybody's got to go. I would pull Dart. If I was the GM, I would say, Dart, I'm either drafting the quarterback from Oregon or Indiana, or you got to slide. Your call. Like, it's poor coaching. You cannot run. He is the dumb. Dart he's being
very. My father texted me halfway through the game. He goes, "This kid's gonna get himself killed." And I'm like, I was like, he's got to learn how to slide. And then of course you go to him, and Gen Z tough dude. Well, it's just my style of play. I'm not going to change. Okay, then enjoy retirement in 3 years. That's fine.
Please,
whatever. You don't wind up like fucking Steve Young.
Yeah, please. What a stupid player he is. Just the coaching staff. I don't even know who the quarterback's coach is on the Giants. He should be fired today before the special teams coach. What are you doing? What I would go like this. If you don't slide, I'm going to put Jameis Winston in the game. And I would have put Winston in the game way earlier. Get him, please. It was hard. What are you doing? You got to coach that. Also, thing that annoyed me, and I remember this from back in the day when the Giants were good. The Patriots. I'm telling you, you're wrong about the Patriots, man. First of all, I didn't realize they signed 11.
They're fucking 10-2. I can't talk shit. I'm just making a joke. Like they're very good.
I think. Well, I didn't realize they signed like 8 players for $50 million a piece. Kraft opened up the checkbook, and the Patriots. This is what annoyed my soul. First of all, listen. After Tom Brady, the Patriots were lousy for 2.5 seasons? And
yeah, real hard times in New England.
But this is what annoyed me. The Patriots were hitting, bro. I don't know if did you watch the game?
Bro, the gunner all over the letter, he lost half his helmet.
And you know what? They were hitting even on running plays. But you know what? I know what annoyed me? The Giants, when you're getting bitch slapped like that, where is the personal foul late except for one guy who stinks, Theo Johnson. Listen, Theo Johnson has the body of like all the greatest tight ends in the world combined. But the only thing he can't do is catch the ball. Okay? He can't catch. He can't catch. It's over for him.
I mean, he got rocked on the sidelines. I can't.
Dude, that touchdown pass. You kidding me? Hit him in the hands, the mask, the chest. You catch that. The game has changed. He stinks. But I love Theo Johnson now. I'll put him on my fantasy team because when Dart got rocked on the sideline, even though it was legal, I know
they cape up for him. Have to.
As a teammate, you got to be like, you know what? The first guy I see in the uniform on the other team, I'm
punching him right in the face.
That's what he did. I thought it was awesome.
I'm finding the first guy without his helmet on. I'm like, come here for a second.
And then all of a sudden there was 3 or 4 more plays that were getting. And when the defense got back on the field, I was like, John's going to get a personal foul. And of course, the Patriots, NFL, like, oh, we're up by 55 points. Let's keep throwing downfield, deep drop. I thought May was, the only thing is the Giants they're allergic to quarterbacks. And I don't know if anybody, I got Abdul Carter.
Oh, okay. You hear him? I saw a weird rumor, and I don't know if it's true as to why.
Stinks.
But I'm talking about why he was benched. Like,
was he sleeping with Kafka's wife? Is that
no? I'll look. I'm not a reporter. I don't care. I read what I read on Twitter, and this one caught wildfire. Apparently, he was watching something else other than listening to the coach during a meeting and was caught because his headphones turned off, and like you heard the act that he was watching. So yes, do the math, and maybe that was the thing. I don't know.
Listen, another thing about Abdul Carter, okay, is that blew me away. He has no skills. It's the only position you don't need skills is defensive end. You just got to go to the quarterback. But did you see the angle he took on that Drake May run? Like, oh my God, telling you. Abdul Carter stinks. I don't know. He got away with it at Penn State because it's college. He gets offensive linemen licks their chop. They see Abdul Carter, they go, oh, all I got to do is a little arm in the chest. He flies away. He's like Thibodeau. They both stink. Thibodeau didn't play, and he still stinks. I'm so down on him. And listen, Sexy Dexty Lawrence, you don't hear his name. So the Giants spent money on this front line, and the only guy who seems to be playing is Burns. I get rid of everybody else. They all suck. That being said, man, listen, the Patriots
might have found another one.
I think the Patriots.
I texted my brother a couple weeks ago.
Patriots are good. That quarterback's good.
I texted my brother. I was like, fuck, did they find another Brady? This is going to suck. This is going to
suck. No, listen, Patriots have a good defense. They got receivers. They got a quarterback. Patriots.
Everybody's young, too, and underpaid. So it's like this is their window right now. They just go nuts.
Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. You heard it here first.
I said that yesterday. I said, are we about to see the 85 renewal of the Patriots and Bears?
So bad. My God. But the Giants right now, I believe, are the third pick in the draft, and they need to stay at that 2 or 3 because there's a bunch of shitty teams that all have 2 and 3 losses. Hopefully the Titans
wins.
2 3 wins. Sorry. But anyway, the Giants at this point, I want them to lose the rest.
And trust me when I tell you, I don't think it's going to be a sexy pick for the Giants. I think they're just going to invest in Jackson Dart, meaning get the best offensive lineman you can possibly
get. A lineman. They could get there's a safety out of Ohio State who's a stud. They could
don't you fucking touch that guy. He's mine.
I know. He's good,
I think it's Caleb Downs, right?
You're not going to get near him.
Well, when you have 2 first-round picks, you can always trade up.
That's true. Maybe the Giants will get. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But no, they won't get him. He's going to go early.
Thank you.
I don't think he'll go up to 3, but you might.
No, I mean he's probably going to be a top 10 pick. So
now, and you've been so happy. Cowboys win 3 games in a row, and blah blah blah. And then I make the mistake of inviting you to the Rutgers game on Saturday. Now, listen, I'm tough on Rutgers. Everybody knows that. They're like my own kids. But it wasn't a warm day, but it wasn't frigid. Certainly, the temperature was, okay. Sunny.
Being in the sun helped. Yeah,
sun helped. That's why we're on that side because I went to the stadium while I was
talking about the tailgate. The sun was nice in the tailgate too.
But even in the seats, blah blah blah. Of course, in the summertime you roast, but that's another story. And they that opening drive, it looked like Montana and.
I'm about to fire off at Will. I don't know what he's talking about. The refs gave that Cowboys that one. If you're talking about the fucking Chiefs game, Will, let's have a conversation later on. Okay.
Later on.
I will roast you. Don't even try. We played the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the most unpenalized team in the history of mankind. Don't start.
Yes, you can't do that. I will say this. The reason why the Cowboys look so good is because, and it's coming up later in the show, man, the Chiefs stink.
Oh, fuck.
They stink, bro.
Of course.
The Giants.
Now you're telling you, it doesn't sound like your brother.
Dude, the Chiefs stink. And you know who stinks? The team you're playing Thursday night. The Lions stink, too.
We'll see about that.
I only go by, listen, when I watch a Giant game and I watch the opposing team, and that opposing team, the Giants are in the game, I know the other team stinks. That's why I know Patriots are good because they were like, we're going to blow you. Anyway, so the Rutgers game, the first drive, we looked like Ohio State. We waltzed downfield, up 7-0. I had Dave check his watch. It was 3:36. We were up 7-0. I believe it was by 3:41. It was 7-7 because Penn State went down. Our defense is so bad. But then the game went on. Penn State definitely had the lead. They were up by 3, up by 7. We kept on coming back. But in the second half, I'm telling you right now, and when you're at the game, you see things differently. Our quarterback was better. Our receivers were better. Our running back, now those 2 running backs are awesome on Penn State, but they got all their yards in the first half. The second half, our running back looked like Gale Sayers. Our defense made Penn State punt, I think, 3 times. We never make teams punt 3 times and a half. And then all of a sudden, we're up by 3. We're marching downfield, running the ball right down their throats to the 33-yard line. And it's 2nd and 8. And if you look at the replay, which I did when I got home, the valve was wide open. The play would have went for a bunch of yards. But the ball, the ball fell out of his hand. My boy Ethan Kalakamakamakamakamakas, the ball fell out of his hand, and worse, it didn't just fall right on the carpet. No. A guy from Penn State jumped on it, who would have been, first down at the 35. But no, The Penn State guy sucked. He jumped on him, and the ball went under his elbow, up his arm, flew into the air, and hit some not fast guy running straight towards the end zone, and touchdown. And it was like the game it was 36-33, Rutgers, 7 minutes to go. We were going downfield. And next thing you know, it was 40-36. And then we still stop them. We get the ball back, and then we play calls, fake quarterback sneak, and oh my God. Listen, Penn State's better than us. They always will be. But that game, we outplayed them. That was a shitty Rutgers fan loss, and the fans were into it. You didn't hear all the Penn State fans screaming, no. We are Penn State.
And there was plenty of them. There's plenty of them.
And the whole thing went to shit. I still think Athan's going to be, I think he's the best quarterback Rutgers has ever had. I'm getting creamed on Facebook over this. They're bringing up quarterbacks.
All right, so pause it for a second. Do you really believe that?
Yeah, I do. You know why?
And again, Rutgers has had a million quarterbacks. So
no, I'll tell you why I think he's the best. Number one, his accuracy and he throws NFL balls just like when you watch the NFL, they throw balls like that. And also, everybody's like, well, who did he beat? Who did he beat? Well, our defense is ranked 115. Like Rider College has a better defense than we do. This guy, if he went 7-5 last year and 5-7 this year with the worst defense I've ever seen in my life.
He is the Joe Burrow of college football.
Yes, I just think this kid's going to end up in the NFL. People say, no, I'm wrong. I don't know if he's going to start, but I think, listen, if Danny DeVito can play, this kid can play. I don't want to hear it. I think this kid he was throwing.
Some of those balls that he was.
Dude, you go to the game.
I know that. Listen,
how many times that was an NFL pass? That was an NFL pass.
Yeah. And
we didn't say that when nothing against Ray Lucas. Ray Lucas made it as an athlete.
It's my guy.
I know it is, but and then Mike McMahon was good. They had some bad, but this is the Big Ten. People saying, "Oh, we had some good teams in the Big East." Will you stop? The Big Ten is a big dog. It's a much harder competition, and this kid had a phenomenal.
Socket with another three from deep.
That's it. Socket getting involved. Getting really cheap shots.
Yeah. I need Socket. I need Socket's Chargers on Monday.
Get your Chargers.
God, please.
Oh my God. Listen, I'm fucking I'm 2 comments away from pulling Beer League and putting it on YouTube at your 213 TV. Socket has no idea how I will.
Yeah. Good luck getting anything else shot, by the way. How's the pilot? Yeah, that's it. It's just the pilot. You're not shooting another season? Now we put it on YouTube. We told Sonkin to go screw.
Yeah. I put it on YouTube because Sonkin made an asshole comment on my podcast.
Oh, he's going to be at the game. All right, bring the energy, Sonkin.
I don't even know what I put the Chargers in the stinks list. That'll come up later.
Listen, I'm very disappointed at, again, I'm not as thorough as you and your family and everybody else who goes to the games for the last 30, 40 years or whatever it's been. But the way I looked at that one, it was a heartbreaker, man, because you watch this quarterback drop back to pass. He is just absolutely lacing it all day long. And next thing you know, it's like he just drops it. It feels like
drops the ball. And you know
like
what? We thought
yips. It was horrible.
And we thought
I feel terrible for the kid, man. The background. I put it in the whatchamacallit, the thumbnail of the show this week. But it's you could see the play develop. He's running back and he just has his hands on his head, like,
oh my God. And you know what I thought from my
and I was
angle,
so for the kid.
From my angle, the kid Raymond, who was running all over the place. They took him out for a breather and they put Sam Brown in, who was going to redshirt. I think he's going to be a good back next year as well, but he got a really bad injury a couple of years ago. And I'm like, I thought he handed off to him and Sam Brown fumbled because the ball just came out. And then the replay.
And let me tell you something. I've been at a lot of sporting events in my life, and I've heard loud atmospheres, whether it be, Yankee Stadium, Cowboys, Giants, whatever. When he fumbled that ball and you saw that big man rumbling, stumbling down the side, you could hear a pin drop.
Yeah.
Everybody had the same reaction. It was just,
oh my God. It was like Herman Edwards.
Wide-eyed. Yeah. I'm like, wide-eyed. I'm like, no, like this, no.
The catch by Duff was such a what another non-story now, but it was a top one of the. Well, I have another catch. I have to see if I can get video on it. But that was a tremendous grab. But no, it was just a devastating another shit drive home on 287, And I had of course, I listened to the post-game show.
I'm sorry, but the best part about the drive, you guys obviously drove me back to Piscataway High, but the best part is like your sister's trying to call people and talk to people, and all you're doing is like, I don't want to talk to them. They suck too. I don't want to talk to anybody else.
No, my sister was like making like
nephews and shit. You're like, nah, fuck this kid. That's great.
That's just like making holiday plans and talking to my nephew. I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody right now. And he's a Penn State fan dating an Ohio State girl.
Oh my god!
And I'm in the. I gotta listen to that shit.
Yeah, and he's like sympathizing. He's like, man, I felt bad. I'm like, I wanted to tell him, hey, buddy, hey, John Henry, go fuck yourself, dude.
I know. My poor nephew. I love my nephew dearly, but not. You know,
not after that game.
I needed to. After that game, I needed to talk it over. There's no question. I needed a timeout. I needed a full timeout, not one of those 30-second ones.
One of those commercial breaks.
Yeah, you put the chair on the court. Everybody gathers around. That's what I needed. Oh my god! Of course.
And then you Bobby Knight that shit across the fucking floor.
The best thing about Rutgers is I get to relax tonight, 8:00. I get to watch Rutgers play the number 1 team in the country, Purdue, on Fox Sports 1. We got to play Purdue tonight.
What's their record now?
Purdue hasn't lost.
No, not Purdue. It's Rutgers.
We're 5-5 or 5. I don't even know. We beat UNLV, another big.
Hey.
Everybody thinks UNLV is good.
I drove by their college when I was in Vegas.
Anyway, so yeah, another miss with that 287. You know what I'm going to do one of these times? Rutgers is going to, if I'm by myself one day, Rutgers loses a game like that, I'm going to just go to a hotel and spend the night. I'm not making that drive at night. 287 is the most miserable road back.
It's a miserable road back whenever the Rutgers aren't playing.
Oh my god!
287 is the worst. I call it Satan's asshole. Like if you ever wanted to know what his asshole looked like, just drive on 287.
Of course, Thanksgiving last week. I had a great Thanksgiving. I was down at my brother's house in Seagirt, New Jersey. You know, we checked out. Did you hear about that boat that like crashed at Seagirt, like a sailboat, like crashed, and they all tried to help him, but he was like living on it for a couple of days. And they realized that the guy like is a little bit of a nut, and he has like a record. And then he just stayed at someone's house. The boat's still on the middle of the beach. It's not a small boat either. And he just
out there. It says up, like
right
shore?
up on the beach. Yeah, and it's getting pounded by the waves at night and everything. It's just that and the other thing. And we went to go check it out, but I thought they would clean out the inside. Like you still see like beer cans out and like the remote for the VCR and all that.
That's so weird.
It's weird. And now the guy he just disappeared. And he's like, Frozy says it's like
he's on the run, or
yeah, it's like Jersey's problem now. So like, there's
I love that.
As soon as you, of course, there was people looking at it. This boat's been sitting there for 2 months. As soon as you hear a guy like, well, you know, there's maritime laws. When I hear the word maritime laws, I'm like, you know what? I'm out of this conversation. I don't like boats. I hear the word maritime, and Jimmy Palumbo is gone. You lost me on that.
You lost me there.
Yeah, I can't. That's like, oh, please. But we had a great time. I got to see. Matter of fact, there is making her debut on the Jimmy Palumbo Show.
Oh, she was adorable.
Niece, look at that.
She was at the Rutgers game, boy. Oh, she was
cute.
A button.
I told Eric that she'd be making her debut on the Jimmy Palumbo Show with my nice mug here. I got to see her. My daughter hung out with her. It was really nice. And my mother stayed the next day, late and Saturday. She got to really, Sunday especially. My mother got to, at 86, her great grandchild. She got to really hang out with her and hold her and hug her. And because there was a bunch of Palumbos like just staring, like there was like 10 Palumbos that don't see this kid much. So like the poor kid was like, hey, everybody back off.
She got her first tailgate experience.
Yeah, she got a tailgate, which was I thought it was going to be a win. We would be shipping her in for every big game. But instead, my poor little Emory June Palumbo got to be involved with a bad loss, and
might be the worst in a long time.
Even my brother, I called my brother the next morning. I'm like, hey Frank, I still got agita from the game. Usually when Rutgers loses now, the agita only lasts for like 20 minutes or on 287.
And I gotta say,
this one's still sticking with me.
But I gotta say, when we were rolling and things were going good, I looked at you, I looked at your brother, and there was multiple times breaking news. The Palumbos can get positive sometimes. All right, they had like this idea that, hey, you know what, we can.
No, it was. Hey, no, it was like it wasn't a miracle. We weren't. Rutgers sucks. So It wasn't like, hey, we were lucky to be up by 3. No, it wasn't.
No,
like
you
that.
were rolling.
Like if it was a boxing match, we were ahead on all cards, and then did he get? It's like Tommy Hearns. Did he get game over? Like, oh, it was awful. Oh my God! And then when you're in traffic after a Rutgers game, after a loss, you know something's wrong. Because usually, I've walked out of Rutgers after a few losses where you can't find, if your car doesn't start, you have to call 911. There's nobody. Everybody's gone.
Listen, I know we were with your daughter, so I try to refrain. There was a couple times during the game I was yelling out some.
Oh,
some
you
funny
definitely
shit.
yelled that. I always. By the way, my brother can't stand that, so you gotta be careful. He hates when you curse.
Oh, all right. Well,
he's always been that way. You can say whatever you want, but you can't. You were like,
I cursed.
You definitely did a bunch of times.
I tried. I mean, there was a whole row of like younger kids in front of us.
But it was you.
I try to refrain from that. I mean, whatever. But
your inner shitty 1996 Cowboy.
Well, the problem is we're walking out, and it's like herding cattle. You can't really move, right? And then you're like walking down that ramp to get out, and of course there's a ramp from above. And what I'm seeing. Not only do we have to deal with Penn State fans, a bunch of Penn State fans see my hat, and I hear somebody start yelling, "Go Birds! Go Birds!" And I looked at him and I said, "Sirianni is a cuck. Fuck you." I'm so mad.
I know. Meanwhile, I'm looking at you like, Dave, I can't have this conversation right now.
I'm so mad.
I was like a patient where the heart stopped, and you were like, "Oh, Jimmy, your ankle bothering you too?" No, I'm about to die here. I don't care. We had Cowboys in the but I did. That was funny.
The one guy, there was a group of them, like Go Birds. I'm like, yeah, come down here. I almost felt like a Pedro Serrano. Like, bring that shit to me, man. Come here. They were all the way up in the upper, the shitty seats.
The best was as we were walking, someone was bumping my daughter, and I'm like, "Nah, what's going on?" She's like, "Daddy, someone bumping," and you looked over like, I thought you were like, "Someone's bumping you." Like,
I was ready to go. I was like, all right, let's go.
Not only is Rutgers going to lose a shitty game, I'm going to end up at New Brunswick police station.
Nah, we know plenty of cops at the tailgate. They'll get it. They'll take care of business.
Oh my God. Anyway, so Thanksgiving was wonderful. And yesterday, I've been a pissy mood. Like, first of all, I had all these big auditions. I mean, I was. You know what? I'm the Rutgers actor right now. I had FanDuel, DraftKings. I had this thing called for nuts, something with nuts, some kind of nut thing that was shooting. I had a pilot I was up for. This other show I was up for, and I figured, all right, 6 at bats. All I got to do is get a base hit and win the title.
Loop and a blast, yeah.
It's all, Chopper to second, checks the stitch, one away, slider away, Palumbo got him, and then the nuts job, lazy fly to center, checks on it, man, flips the shades, one away. Oh my God, I was
flips
like,
the shades, another one.
I was like, Elliot Maddox. 4 people just drove off the road. I say things that only 8 people know, and they're not listening to the show, so it just dies. If anybody gets
my dad might be one of those people. If he listens, he'll understand.
Ask your dad about Elliot Maddox. He was the first. I shouldn't say the only guy. He was the first guy to have shades, and when a ball was in the air, the player would flip the shades. Which, can you imagine? Like, I can't even play pickleball with shades on. But anyway, so. I struck out on everything that I'm still trying to get. Trying to qualify for my health benefits, and it is getting late. But this way, it's 4 down territory. That's my age.
What do you got? 29 days to book something?
29 days here from the Omni. We are
shit. Sonkin, can we fucking shoot season 2 starting?
We might have to shoot every day till So then I'm doing something with my kitchen, so I had to take shit out of the cabinets, and then I brought up my Christmas stuff. What a jerk off I am! I used my daughter's kind of as hanging out with this young kid, and he's a strapping young fella. I ended up using him. I'm like, come on the condo. But first, we're gonna get my Christmas. I made him.
You used them for his.
I did.
That.
I did.
Keep the fucking door open. What are you doing?
I was like, hey, watch, that's my dad built that stable. Touch that. I did that. And so, of course, you bring it all up. You're supposed to do it right away. No, not me. I have to go watch Giant. And so last night, while I'm watching the horrific Giant game, I had the Giant game on mute at the last 10 minutes of the game. I got the Bing Crosby music on, and all of a sudden I was like, I'm terribly depressed, right? First of all, every single ornament on my tree is either Lou Gehrig or Joe D or Ted Williams, all my father's shit. And I'm sitting there going, oh my God, the holiday. And then it's like miserable out. I was like, oh my God. But I finally got it set up. And I got to get the boxes back in the storage now.
You know who made a triumphant return yesterday in my house? The fucking elf.
Oh, the elf. Dude, you got to stick to that. Now,
I know. Listen, but it ain't me. It's my wife. She's the rock star with that shit. But like,
listen, Natalie bought into that till she was like 12.
I know.
But who moves the elf in the morning?
Steph. So we do overnight. But you know what the funniest part is?
But you will forget one day.
The thing is, so I don't know all the rules, right? So
and the kids can't touch it.
Right. So neither can the parents, apparently. Because when I came down on Monday morning, Stella's all, Dad, the elf is back. I'm like, get out of here. Where? You know? And she shows me. And it was like starting to it looked like it was slouching like where it was. So I was like, let me just fix it real quick. And Stella, like, you would think Stella took a gun out. Like, don't you touch it. It's like,
all right.
And then I'm hearing you got to sprinkle cinnamon on it if you touch it or some shit. I'm like, what?
First of all,
fucking elf on a shelf, man.
We did that with Natalie. Like one time we just got lazy. We only moved it like 2 feet. I think Natalie was like, guys, that was lame. Like, you're supposed to move it to the other side of the room.
My wife is very creative with it. So, like, I guess, and I told her, I was like, well, once you answer her once, because what happens is Stella wanted to write a note to the elf after the first appearance. Like, hey, my friend said that you are pregnant. Like, and you're going to have elf babies. Right? This is what she's writing in a note.
Oh my
so then
God.
Steph's like, I gotta respond to this. And I was like, well, now you do, right? So what happens is Steph positions this whole thing. She sets up this whole thing where it's the elf and all of Stella's like babies, and like the babies have knives in their hand. One's underwater, and I said, what? I was like, I don't understand. So the note says, I'm not pregnant, but I'm a great babysitter, and all the babies are all fucked up. I was like, perfect. I love it.
I know you get. I'm telling you, you get caught up in that.
And whoever came up with this one's probably the same guy who came up with the pet rock. Like,
I'm curious. So sometimes I think girls are into it more than guys. I think Miles is going to be bored.
No, Miles is.
He's all in. This. He's younger though. He's younger.
Yeah, he's freaking 4. But like,
Miles is going to figure it out and jump up and grab the elf and slam it on the ground like he's wrestling. Yeah. So that first of all, there's so many. I hope we do the show just long enough that all these things that happen to you, like I can't wait till Stella discovers American Girl. You'll have to move.
Ready? She got her first one.
You're done.
2 weeks ago not 2 weeks ago, Thanksgiving. Now, we went to see your mother, and her mother was like, here, I got a doll for you. And it was this just life-size looking. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, first of all, it's not gift-giving time. No.
When you go to American Girl, the place in New York City, the store.
I'm not going anywhere near the city.
You will.
No, I'm not. There's no fucking reason for me to go to New York City.
Okay, you know what's going to happen? Then Steph's going to take your daughter by herself to the store.
No, I'm not going to let that either.
Yeah, because you're going to go. And then
I'm not going to the city.
Your bonus mom will be involved. They'll all go. It is like going to a crack den in Miami in the 80s. You walk in there and you're like, you might as well just like the guy, there was like a security thing you go through. I was like, can I just take my wallet now? I don't really know what's going on. Right. But I will tell you, once you're in that American Girl.
5,400 for American Girls.
Natalie has a bunch of American Girl stuff. I will tell her, I'll ask her and we'll see. I'll test it. I go, why don't we save one? We'll give it to Stella, right? My daughter's 16. I cannot tell you. She may go, oh my God, I'd love to do that. Or she's going to go, well, Dad, I don't want to give it up. It's like, you know what? It's like a baseball card of Bob Wickman. You don't want to give it up. It's like, oh my God. It's unbelievable. I haven't done any shopping for the holidays.
Who does? Who does?
You know what I'm going to every year for Christmas, I like to go. I know everybody hates the malls and all that. I like to go one day though. I usually go early and I go and I walk around, look for stuff. I like seeing stuff. Oh, so-and-so would like that. And then, of course, there's always a bar at the mall. Now, I usually duck in, especially on a Saturday, watch a little football or something like that, and then just have a grand old time at Shea. And I usually come back with shit I can't afford, and that's my gift-giving season. Of course, my sister's like, no gifts. Don't give any my kids gifts.
Also, I do have to
not give my nephews gifts.
Menlo Park Mall and the Bridgewater Mall. Let me talk to you guys for a second, because you got, again, the food court's there for a reason, right? Like, you gotta grab a bite to eat. You want, fine. It's also way expensive, but whatever. Bro, both of those malls now do not have any pizza representation anymore.
There's no pizza at either mall?
Zero. No more Sbarro, no more whatever the fuck else the names of it. None. Zero.
Now,
and I'm like, what?
I've been, you know what? When I watch Walking Dead, I feel like I'm at the Woodbridge Center now. Have you been to Woodbridge? Listen, I'm sorry. Woodbridge Center needs to target. They need to call.
They might actually file for unemployment at some point, because they're just dog shit.
Woodbridge Center needs to definitely talk it over. That place, that is, oh my God, that it should be called the Rutgers Mall.
But then they invest all this money for like the aquarium thing that they got over there. And then on top of that, when it's springtime, half the parking lot gets shut down because some other company wants to run bouncy houses. I'm like, what? No. Because if my daughter sees it, I gotta go. And
I'm buddies with the mayor. I love him, but my God, like that mall. You know what it is? No one goes to malls except the one in Bergen County, which is like you park on Route 4. You get out of the cars moving.
I remember going to the Short Hills Mall. Right, I walk in there. I'm like, yeah, I don't belong here.
Short Hills. You got to go. I'm going to send you the one up off Route 4. There ain't nothing in there. It's like, oh shit.
I was looking for a lids for a new hat, and I go to the directory, and it's like, oh, would you like a hat? Oh, you can go to Burberry and get a hat. I'm like, what? No, I just want a freaking Yankee hat.
Which, of course, I know most of you in my listening audience have filthy carpets, and so it is time for Oxy Magic USA, OXY, magicusa.com. They are the best carpet cleaners around. Drying time, about 3 hours. The Green Seal and EPA, safer choices when you go with Oxy Magic. Give a shout. Go to the website. They have 80 locations nationwide. Is on your side. And, of course, 0% company financing if you, in fact, want to join me and Dave in opening up our own carpet cleaner service.
Coming in 2026.
Yes, absolutely. That's on speed dial. Go check it out. They're great people. Oxy Magic USA. They're good to me. They're good to Dave. That is that. Now,
you guys going live on Tuesday? Well, we're just waiting for this carpet to dry. We'll be right with you.
I want to do the show while we're cleaning it.
Right. We got GoPros on our heads.
Imagine we had the GoPro with the speakers coming in. And all of a sudden, right in the middle of, Rutgers didn't run. Dave, move the furniture over there. You got this.
Yeah, Rutgers, they couldn't hold them on third down, and this fucking stain won't come out. So stupid.
It's so bad. It's so bad. On TV, I'm watching the show Pluribus on Apple TV. Very good, with the chick from Better Call Saul. It's written by Vince Gilligan, the guy who did Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Really cool, interesting, wackadoodle show. And I picked up, I got one more season left of Black Mirror, which that show is what? You know what the one they had on yesterday, man, was a complete mock on Netflix where you sit down, right, to watch a movie where you girl had a boyfriend. And the Netflix show that comes on is about your life, like right up to the minute. Like, so and she's like, wait a minute. And it's played by a star. You got to see it. It's a really cool show. What I like about Black Mirror is each show is individually wrapped, so one has nothing to do with the other, which is cool. And there's major stars in it, which I didn't know. Thoroughly enjoying that. I love Rhea Seehorn in Pluribus. She's awesome. She's about, I didn't want to tell you what the show's about. Chair Company, I finished.
I've not watched since the cock heard around the world.
Yes. But the show got good again. It picked up the craziness. We got Landman.
I watched episode 1, fell asleep during episode 2 because I was under the influence. But I would say they definitely doubled down on the deep speed.
I thought, well, you know what though? But then they didn't run the ball. I thought episode 1 wasn't that good. They pushed it too much.
I mean, they're setting it all up. But let me tell you something. I know we're talking about Ali Larter and the daughter. Demi Moore, still at the ripe age of 60-something years old. Dime piece, bro.
She looks
Demi Moore,
Debbie Moore is an aging LeBron. I mean,
she is something else.
Better.
And her character is just a badass too, which is even better.
Yep. But I'm enjoying Landman. I like it when they get more of the oil stuff. I like a show that deals with stuff I don't know about. Like I don't really about oil in Texas. I love that. It's like, oh shit, that's how it is. And supposedly it's based on another show, another book, and I think it's great. And of course, this weekend live at Lakeland High School, The Nutcracker, starring one of the stars. Right? What?
Are you in it?
I am not in it this year. I elected to not be in the show.
Attaboy.
Because of the big family scene. Well, I don't know what you're doing this weekend, but Stella would love it. Natalie would be in all 4 shows. There's a 1 o'clock, a 6 o'clock, and a
Saturday?
1 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday, 4 shows. Early and later. Sunday's not going to happen. The Cowboys play on Thursday.
Yeah, they got a lot of fantasy football stuff going. How shitty did your fantasy football team wind up, by the way? Are you paying attention or not?
You know what? I'm actually like 500, but I got smoked. I got beat on. I made a bad. A guy didn't play, but he was questionable, and I was like, I got beat on that. But I'm doing fine, right?
I tell you right now, if I had to name an MVP for my team for the last 2 weeks, Mr. Kyle Manunga.
I have him too.
Fucking killing it, bro. Awesome.
I had last week I won it because of Wandale Robinson had like 17 E's, and this week he had 12 yards. So, but yeah, go. So yes, my daughter's in the Nutcracker.
Good luck, Nat.
Which I look forward to doing that. Watching it with her for I'm really gonna watch this time. As a matter of fact, they're like, "Oh, you're gonna help backstage?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna watch the show. I'm gonna watch the show with the other 5,000 dads."
Yeah, I was gonna say, why you of all people?
But I may go help Matt tonight at the truck.
First
of all, you have no idea. You know what I feel like? I feel like we're on an HBO show. And you're about to enter this wilderness that I have been in. And you're like, no, it's not that bad. It's not like this. And I'm whispering, Dave, there's no water here. And there's Komodo dragons you're about to get. Because you are acting, your daughter, once your daughter figures out.
Oh, dude, no, whoa. I too have some breaking news, right? So Stella she's in jazz, ballet, and hip hop, right? She's got all this dance stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And the other day, they're like, okay, we have to basically draft a competition team, right? Like out of the girls that are at the school. Most girls get 1 gig. Some girls get 2. Guess who got 3 invites to competition? And I'm like, you got to be. Luckily for me, the competition's starting like the spring. But like, I'm proud of her. She's very good.
Great.
But God, man, this is gonna run my pockets dry.
How come Dave can't do the show? No, he's working at Home Depot. Why is he working at Home Depot? He's just trying to pay for his daughter's dance. That's all. Wait do you see the scam?
It's like you get mad that she's so good. You're like, listen, come on, stop being good.
You should sell drugs at the dance place because that's what they're doing to you. It's just
that's another thing. Freaking Johnny, there's 3 competitions. Guess what? 3 different costumes I gotta buy. And Stella, 4. Yes, definitely.
And by the way, wait till she gets tap shoes, and next thing you're like, your wife's gonna be like, "Honey, we gotta buy the shoes. They outgrow them in 8." While I'm watching a show, Natalie's outgrowing her shoes while the show's going on. I have to run to the store and get another. Oh my! And you haven't even dealt with the lady at the dance store purchase place. Not anything to do.
No, but I took Stella to dance I took my daughter to dance last week, and out of nowhere, this dad comes burrowing in, right? And he's looking around. He's like, he's asking his 5-year-old, 6-year-old daughter, "Where's your jacket?" She's like, "Dad, I put it right there." He's like, "No, where's your jacket? You can't go outside without a jacket." And I'm like, he's yelling at her in front of everybody. I'm like, guy, calm down. I'm like, and then he's like, "This school stinks. Nobody watches your shit. People are just taking things." And I'm like, go, just leave leave before I crush you.
How about when you get this email? Dear blah blah blah, I just want to let you know there was a little bit of a lice issue, and which means in Latin you know what that meant to Natalie's mother? We're selling the house. We got to move out. Every clothes were burned. I feel like we were in Game of Thrones. People were burning at the stake. Oh my God. But of course, it's time for Absolute Eyewear, 42 Main Street, Bridge, New Jersey, 732. Oh, perfect timing there. 732-326-3937. Craig and Jay Bird Michaud, who are at the, Johnny was at the tailgate. They're full service opticians. They got everything there. Please go check it out. Charles Oakley now kicks for the Giants. She'll
hear this on Thursday, by the way.
Yeah, she watches it a couple days late. And she's just as pissed off as I am at the Rutgers game and the Giants. Oh, shitty week for everybody. $100 a complete pair if you mention anything you want.
Actually, if you just go.
If you just go, they'll give you $100.
Just go.
Just mention me, Dave, Jada, and Corona, whatever you want to just let it rip. But go to Absolute Eyewear. And of course, they are the sponsors of the NFL Stinks List. Now, I was in a chipper mood this morning. I was pissed off. And I said, you know what? I'm going to look at this Stinks List.
I'm awaiting something. So go ahead.
Here we go. I know you are. The New England Patriots. Very good. Had to give it to them. Buffalo Bills. Good. Miami Dolphins. Average. I was feeling good in the AFCs. The Jets stink.
Horrible.
Well, now, here we go. AFC North. Boom. Ravens, Steelers, Bengals, Browns stink.
Even your boyfriend Shador?
Shador is now, of course, I made a comment that Shador and what's his name were going to be running around on Thanksgiving. I was right about that. However, they both stunk all weekend, so there goes that. And also, I got a little, what do you call it? Mea culpa. Bailey and Harper are doing just fine as rookies in the NBA. Good. For now. So AFC South, Jacksonville Jaguars, good. The Colts, down to average. Texans, average again. And the Tennessee Titans, you are atrocious. And please lose another game because then the Giants get to pick. Denver Broncos, very good. Hate doing it. Los Angeles Chargers, good. Kansas City Chiefs, you stink.
Oh, man.
They stink. I think, anyway. Las Vegas Raiders are?
Okay.
Atrocious. There you go. The production value here.
I just thought you were going to give them an average for some reason. I don't know. It was a tripped up thing.
The Philadelphia Eagles. I'm sorry. You stink.
I love that. Stinks. Oh, do I love that.
I have the Dallas Cowboys as good.
Hey!
Good for the first time in a long time.
Let's go.
Got to give it to them. 3 games in a row. You got to give them a good 6-5-1.
Best team in the league right now.
And the Commanders.
Not named the Rams.
The Commanders stink. And the New York Giants. Atrocious. Oh, my God, do they stink. All right. NFC North, as you well know. My good friend and Patreon member fan of the show, Tyson Hogan. Here we go. Now, Tyson bought into the Chicago Bears. Now, I wanted to because Bob Sheehan's, he's my boy, a good friend of mine, Clone High School, been a Bear fan since I met him in 9th grade. Tyson has the Bears at very good. I'm going to keep him at good for one more week. We both have the Packers as good. Got to do it, even though I don't think the Packers are that good. I had to do it. He has the Lions as average. I have the Lions as stink. And the Vikings as stink, as so does Tyson Hogan. So we were kind of similar on a few, but he's got the Bears as very good. I just couldn't do it. One more week of that. We'll see what happens. All right. Darryl Clark, NFC South. You have the Buccaneers as average. I think they stink. You have the Panthers as average. I think they stink.
They're
we
good.
Both think, please. They both think, we both think the Falcons stink. And of course, you have to do a double here, Dave. New Orleans Saints are atrocious. Oh, a double atrocious.
Going for the trifecta.
Saints stink. All right. Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, by the way, I just because I know the Saints are going to be high in the draft, how fitting would it be if Arch Manning went to the Saints? Like his daddy. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if
they're going to be up there.
They're definitely going to be up there, but there's other quarterbacks, I think. I don't know.
I'm just saying, if the other guys go first.
Could be interesting. Listen, maybe the Giants will take him. Dart gets hurt.
Oh, Christ.
Los Angeles Rams, very good. Seattle Seahawks, very good. I had to give it to them. San Francisco 49ers are good, and the Cardinals stink. So
Grandpa.
I will let everyone know the reason why I do this list is because I have 18 of the 32 teams in the NFL either stink or are atrocious.
We
and
are
I'm telling you right now,
December.
there's a lot. This year is worse than there's a lot of bad teams in the NFL this year. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, a lot of radio stations, WFA is one of them, have pointed out that there's not, like, the NFL almost doesn't have that juggernaut this year that you're like, ooh, they're going to be the 1 seed, but can they be the threat? Like, there's not. They're not
there's
there.
not. But
there.
there's also the like the Cowboys at 6-5-1. It doesn't seem to be as many of those middle teams. To me, it's like here and here. Again, I think the Eagles look like shit. There's certain teams. Here's the teams I don't. You know what? Let's do another list. What teams that I don't buy into? I buy into the Patriots now. I think they're going to the bowl. I do not buy into the Bills. I do not buy into the Colts. I do not buy into the Denver Broncos. Don't care what their record is. I think the Chiefs stink, and I do not buy.
So then you're cakewalking the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
I don't buy into the Eagles this year. Cowboys to me are a big question mark. I think they could score on anybody, and that's a team you don't want to play if they make the playoffs. They're a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
I do not buy into the Bears yet. I never bought into the Packers. I do not buy into the Lions at all. The rest is the team I really buy into is the Rams right now.
And they just lost a bad game against the Panthers, which is odd.
And people have like Darryl Clark has Panthers as average. I may switch that next week. So we have 4 atrocious, highest ever. 14 stinks, 3 average, 7 goods, and 4 very goods. That is the NFL's stink list here at Shea. And listen, by the way, I got aggravated, put my decorations up. But if you're one of those guys or girls, whatever, I'm not putting the decorations up this year. You know what? Listen to me. Put the decorations up, man. If you got kids or you got kids in the neighborhood, kids across the street.
Trust me, I'm reminded every day. It says I don't have lights on outside the house yet, and other people do in the town. So all of a sudden they're better than me. So now I gotta freaking Griswold this shit eventually, and I'm like,
you gotta do it. You gotta do it because
I know, of course,
you just gotta do it. I thought about not doing it this year because I'm getting.
Oh, yours are up, Tyson. That's good, dude.
And then I said,
you sound like freaking. What's this guy from Jingle All the Way? We got our Turbo Man months ago. Yeah. It's nestled safely under.
No, wait a minute, though, Tyson. I can turn this on Tyson because what I do is I go against my Patreon members sometimes. Now, Tyson, did you put them up before Thanksgiving?
If you did that, you're just a little bit.
That game's over right there. Tyson, you type in right now. If you did it before Thanksgiving, game is over.
Right you know, that's a little much. I'm sorry.
Yes. Anyway, well, we're not going to wait for his response. He's probably at work. He's going to get fired. If anybody gets fired for listening to the show, I think it's great. Then you can.
I hope you put that in your unemployment too. Like, a reason for departure? I was listening to the Jimmy Palumbo Show on a Tuesday.
Waiting for the landscape.
He said this past week.
Oh, if I heard that bullshit line. Mr.
Oh, yeah, no, that just happened to me. I just had my landscaper take all my leaves, and now it's time to go. Let's do it.
Yeah, bullshit. You were watching football since Thursday. Are you kidding? Anyway.
The hay and pumpkins are still out.
Well, my family, Halloween was not a big holiday.
I don't like Halloween.
My mother put one little pumpkin plastic thing on the wall. That was.
I'm not into it. I'm just not. I don't know.
Anyway, David Stunkin, thanks for letting me bust your balls. And we're still working on beer league stuff, by the way. We're definitely going to be doing a read-through in January. And,
go check
that'll be fun.
3.tv, man. A lot of cool content out there. Not just us. Obviously, watch us first, but then after that, there's a lot of cool shit over there.
Good shit out there. Very creative crap going on in the world of 213.tv. All right, that'll do it here. Next week's show. Next week's show's just going to happen.
We'll see you next week, as a matter of fact.
Don't we have a guest coming?
No, fucking, that's you, buddy. You're always done. Yeah, I'm going to get a guest. Oh, okay, good. And then we don't.
And they couldn't do it this week. I forget.
You know what? It's the holidays coming up. It's the NFL playoffs. Let's some of these Patreon people, bring them on back. See what's up. Get Tyson on the show. Get Darryl on the show. What the fuck? Why not?
Have they been on both been on the show yet?
Darryl Clark never. Tyson's been on. Will Pena, get them all these guys out there.
Well, you know what? Maybe we'll have a Patreon guy. We'll call it Patreon Day.
Patreon Day. There you go. We'll do that one day.
We'll do like quick little. Yeah. Could you do that? Set it all up and everybody.
Absolutely, 100%.
Well, I guess
now that Now that you pay for the higher StreamYard, you can have all this.
That's it. Dave calls me up with an idea. It cost me $45 a month.
I got that bill. I'm like, well, let's go on to Jimmy.
And meanwhile, for 6 months, I was paying something I thought was helping
we didn't
you,
even fucking use.
and we didn't even use it.
Oh,
my
boy.
God, do I suck.
The worst.
All right, everybody. Well, listen, enjoy the holiday spirit. Put some Bing Crosby on.
Any Cowboys fans out there going live later on, 4 p.m. Eastern with Brett Ernst. We'll be talking all Cowboys, Chiefs, and the Lions game and the playoff hopes and all that fun shit. So
there you go. There you go. Cowboys are going to win. They're going to win Thursday because the Lions stink.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
All right. Good night, everybody.